Guten Tag, hallo.
Hello, I'm Peter Gacken, your trainer from the KetFit Trainer team, and I'd like to present a new training tool from Kettler to you today.
Aus dem Hause Kettler vorstellen. Bei diesem
This training system is the Kettler Sling Trainer, a training system that takes into account the functional training aspect more than any other.
berücksichtigt.
It is highly effective, mobile, and can be used in different ways almost anywhere in the world.
Ist ein Ankerpunkt.
The only thing you need is an anchoring point to fix the rope, and you can get started on your workout straight away. Let's get started now. Today I'm supported by James.
I hope you enjoy the
workout. So let's get started with a warm-up using a leg exercise. Half squats and squats. 5 reps. Very nice. Once more from the bottom to the top. From your lowest squat position up. Excellent. 3. Another 2. A simple variation for warming up so that you are really ready for a challenging workout is something like this. The slightly more intense version is to move from this standing on one leg position. James is going to really lower himself as far as he can go now. Your arms also remain extended. The further down you go, the more intense the whole exercise. Let's change sides. Keep your arms extended. It's also important to always maintain the necessary tension on the Sling Trainer. Super. Looks excellent, James. But I think we could challenge James just a little bit more. The even more intense version would be to add another training tool. For example, the Kettler Balance Step.
Den Kettler Balance Step.
Here we place the balance step on the blue side. The blue surface is on the floor. And James stands here on the balance step and balances himself. Now go into the low squat position like in the start sequence. And to make it even more intense, you can also integrate your upper body into the exercise. This means we are now working from the bottom up from the half squat position, and as we do this, we can open up our posture, pushing the shoulder blades together, working out our upper body at the same time. Yes, James is very fit, but it's going to get a bit more challenging. Everything okay? Everything still alright? Excellent. As I said, those are the different versions to make a warm-up a bit more intense. As a rule, you would usually start with the easier version. Okay, thanks, James. We're going to move on in a moment. Don't hold the position for too long. The next exercise is for the upper body, in fact, the chest muscles. James will demonstrate again. Once in the easy version, the posture is relatively upright. In this training system, the more upright the position, the easier the exercise. Whenever we change position, your feet go further back. James moves down lower. The exercise is then much more intense. In this way, you can also adapt the exercise to your individual level of fitness. This means the higher up you stand with this exercise, the easier it will be. The more you move horizontally down, the harder it will be. You still okay? Everything all right? Good, let's carry on then. We've just worked out the chest muscles, which are well developed. Very nice. Now we are going to get into the rowing position. Here is the easy version again, from a standing position where it's a bit easier again. And then the change again to the more intense version. Okay, elbows as far back as you can go. Shoulder blades together. James will now demonstrate the more intense version again. James also does this very well. Straight line, lower body, upper body. Keep your whole body tense, shoulder blades together, chest out.
Brustbein nach vorne. Sehr gut.
Excellent. Short break, relax. The next exercise. We now come to some more targeted exercises. First of all for the biceps, and then for the triceps. If possible, you should do these exercises relatively quickly, one after the other. These are called supersets. This will make the whole workout more intense. Let's start with the slightly easier version. That means in a more upright standing position again. Bicep curls, easy. Keep your elbows very close to your upper body. Okay. And we move our hands from the position close to our upper body up to our chin. Exactly. You can also tilt slightly forwards on your toes or backwards on your heels. When you stand upright again, your foot is then flat on the floor again. It's very important not to tilt too far forwards as the tension is then lost in the rope. It's very important to always remember to maintain enough tension on the rope. Now the more difficult version, James has already moved slightly further forwards. He's shifted his center of gravity downwards. This makes the exercise much more intense. So, James, could you turn around a minute? As I said, we are now working out from the biceps to the triceps. We'll start again with the slightly easier version with the triceps version. More from a standing position. Your head should be between your lower arms. And James is already extending his arms out upwards very nicely. We'll now make it a bit more intense. Further back. What's important here is that the elbows are facing the floor, okay? So that the elbows are directed at the floor. This makes the whole thing a bit more intense. And exhale here again when it gets particularly difficult. And then inhale. Always exhale at the point where you overcome the weight. Exhale is a good catchword. Let's take a short break. It's also very important to pay attention to your breathing during a workout. Exhale during the difficult phases of the exercise and then inhale as it gets easier. The next exercise that we're going to do is an exercise for the abdominal muscles. This is a good version for doing the abdominal muscles exercise standing up. This relieves the cervical spine a bit. We then work out from this position. Using one hand, as this is also something that you can do really well in the Sling Trainer. We pull up here using one hand. The grips can then be pushed upwards and outwards here. So there we go. Just like that, push up from the position. So now we are only working out from the loops. And now in one-handed mode, take it with just one hand. The turn to the side is slightly easier from this position.